Have you ever felt like your left arm just isn't as flexible as it used to be? As if someone is tugging on your right shoulder every time you reach up to scratch your back or brush your hair? There are mornings when you wake up and just want to stay still because your shoulder aches so much that even reaching for your familiar teapot feels unbearable? If you've ever experienced that feeling, then today's video is truly a gift just for you. And principle number 7 in this video will surprise you with how simple yet effective it is. You know, many people after the age of 60 believe that shoulder pain is just a natural part of getting old, that our bodies are wearing out, and that aching shoulders are simply an unavoidable consequence. But what most people don't realize is that sometimes it's the very familiar foods, the things we eat every day, that are quietly nourishing or damaging our shoulder joints bit by bit. After 60, the body becomes more sensitive to every change. The immune system is no longer as sharp and responsive as it once was. Hormones shift, and eating habits from our younger years, salty food, fried dishes, not enough vegetables, can now become a heavy burden on our joints. The shoulder joint, being one of the most active in the entire body, is often the first to feel the impact. If we're not careful, shoulder pain doesn't just make daily life more difficult. It quietly affects our quality of life. You sleep poorly. You avoid movement. You feel exhausted doing housework. And over time you start withdrawing from others, not wanting to go out or meet anyone. The pain doesn't kill joy loudly. It slowly drains it away, like a candle quietly burning out. The good news, however, is that with just a few changes to your meals, adding this, reducing that, you can reduce shoulder inflammation, ease the pain, and gradually regain the flexibility you once had. In this video, we'll explore 7 simple yet powerful dietary principles, and the final one, principle number 7, will truly surprise you with how incredibly simple it is. If you've already turned 60, leave the number 1 in the comments to let us know you're here. And if through each whispered word of this video, you feel as though someone is finally saying out loud what you've long felt but couldn't name, then please hit that subscribe button for the Senior Compass channel. We're here to walk with you toward a healthier, clearer, and more meaningful life every day. 1. Fatty fish, omega-3 power. There is a group of foods that scientists have recognized as a natural medicine with powerful anti-inflammatory effects, and that is fatty fish. Familiar names like salmon, mackerel, herring, and sardines, once reserved for special meals or holiday feasts, are now being hailed as essential foods for those suffering from shoulder bursitis or periarthritis. The reason lies in the rich content of omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish. Omega-3s not only protect heart health and enhance memory, but they are also potent anti-inflammatory agents that help reduce swelling, pain, and improve joint mobility. For people over 60, when joint degeneration quietly progresses and the immune system weakens, getting omega-3 from food is a gentle yet effective way to keep the shoulder joints flexible and less painful. Many used to think of fatty fish as greasy and best avoided. But in reality, the oil in fatty fish is entirely different from regular frying oils. It doesn't cause belly fat or high cholesterol. On the contrary, it helps clean blood vessels and nourish joints. This is a common misunderstanding that we should let go of to embrace the true benefits of fish. Eating fatty fish regularly, about 2 to 3 meals per week, can bring noticeable improvements for those with shoulder pain. Less stiffness in the morning, reduced pain after a few weeks, and better sleep thanks to less discomfort at night. Moreover, omega-3 helps slow cartilage degeneration, a major cause of shoulder joint pain. If you're not used to eating fatty fish often, try starting with simple dishes like pan-seared salmon, turmeric braised mackerel, or sardine porridge with herbs. Think of this food as a quiet companion, steady, gentle, yet remarkably effective. And one day you'll realize, a meal with fatty fish isn't just to feel full, but to live more freely, more lightly, no longer held back by those persistent aches that once followed you every day. 2. Leafy greens. Green shield. When it comes to joint care, people often mention calcium and milk. But few remember that leafy greens, a seemingly simple food, are actually among the best natural shields to reduce inflammation and protect joints, especially the shoulder joints in older adults. Spinach, bok choy, kale, sweet leaf, or mustard greens. All are rich in vitamins K and C and antioxidants such as lutein and beta-carotene. These nutrients help neutralize free radicals, which are a leading cause of chronic inflammation in the body. For those dealing with shoulder bursitis, incorporating leafy greens into meals is like recruiting a silent but powerful defense army. In our younger years, we might have skipped vegetables without much consequence, but after turning 60, you begin to notice the body's stubbornness. Shoulders tire easily, arms struggle to lift, bruises take longer to heal, and shoulder pain lingers. That's when these humble vegetables become loyal friends, soothing inflammation, boosting collagen production, and keeping the skeletal system strong. Leafy greens don't just benefit the shoulders, they also help regulate blood pressure, stabilize blood sugar, and maintain a healthy weight, which reduces overall joint stress. Seniors who eat greens regularly feel lighter, digest more easily, sleep better, and often enjoy a calmer, more peaceful mindset. You can add greens to breakfast with a green smoothie, toss fresh greens with olive oil and chia seeds in a salad, or simply stir-fry mustard greens with a bit of garlic and ginger. Don't treat greens as a side dish. With age, they become the foundation that sustains the freedom of movement we all long for. And remember, a daily plate of leafy greens doesn't just ease shoulder pain. It soothes your spirit like a cool glass of water on a hot summer afternoon. 3. Nuts and seeds. NutriBoost. It's quite amazing that tiny things like almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, or flax seeds hold such tremendous power in supporting shoulder joint health, especially for the elderly. Within these small seeds lies a treasure trove of nutrients that fight inflammation, boost circulation, and nourish cartilage cells. Nuts and seeds contain high levels of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, a strong antioxidant, and minerals like zinc, magnesium, and selenium. All these micronutrients help prevent joint degeneration, reduce inflammation, and support cartilage regeneration. When the body receives proper nourishment, joints, especially the frequently used shoulders, become less painful, more flexible, and more resilient. In the past, we often thought of nuts as just snacks, something to munch on when bored. But at this age, nuts should be viewed as therapeutic foods that fill the nutritional gaps regular meals may miss. Just a small handful daily, around 20 to 30 grammes, is enough to gently lubricate your shoulder joints. You can sprinkle walnuts on your morning porridge, add chia seeds to yogurt, or enjoy a few lightly salted almonds in the afternoon. The habit of eating nuts also boosts mental well-being. Studies show that vitamin E in nuts helps reduce anxiety and improve sleep quality. And as you know, when we sleep well, our shoulders also rest and recover more effectively. Let these tiny seeds become your quiet daily companions. They're not flashy, not loud, but every time your shoulder moves a little easier and hurts a little less, that's the quiet gift they bring. 4. Milk and dairy products. Calcium care. Do you still remember the comforting aroma of warm milk your mother used to prepare every night? In childhood, milk symbolized care, a gentle touch that eased us into sleep. And now, in the later chapters of life, milk once again becomes an irreplaceable companion, this time for the health of our shoulders. Milk, yogurt, and cheese are excellent sources of calcium and vitamin D. the two core components that maintain bone density, reduce the risk of osteoporosis, and support strong joints. For those over 60, especially when shoulder stiffness and pain begin to appear, proper calcium intake is crucial. It's important to understand that bones are not static. They're living tissues, constantly regenerating. Without essential materials, like calcium, bones weaken, leading to joint damage, especially in frequently used joints like the shoulders. Vitamin D acts as a guide, helping calcium enter the bones instead of accumulating elsewhere. Yet many seniors hesitate to drink milk, fearing bloating or indigestion. That's often due to not choosing the right kind. Opt for low-fat, sugar-free, or senior-specific milk formulas, products enriched with digestive enzymes or probiotics to ease the digestive process. You can also incorporate yogurt into afternoon snacks, enjoy low-fat cheese with whole grain bread, or sip a warm glass of milk before bed. These small changes help strengthen bones, reduce the risk of shoulder fractures, and ease movement-related pain. Milk is more than nutrition, it's care. Every time you drink milk, you're telling your body, I still care for you no matter my age. Start your day with a warm glass of milk, so that every joint, every shoulder bone is wrapped in quiet, healing love. 5. Anti-inflammatory spices. Spice up health. Have you ever noticed how every Vietnamese kitchen seems to include familiar spices like turmeric, ginger, and garlic? They're not only used to bring out the flavor of dishes, they are also precious herbal remedies, especially for those dealing with shoulder inflammation. Turmeric contains curcumin, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound recognized in many studies for its ability to ease joint pain and improve mobility. Ginger offers gingerol, which helps naturally reduce swelling, while garlic provides allicin, great not just for heart health, but also for soothing joint inflammation, thanks to its antibacterial and antioxidant properties. In the past, we may have viewed these as mere flavor enhancers, but after 60, our bodies begin to seek gentler companions, substances that may not be aggressive, but are steady and persistent in helping us fight silent inflammation. If your shoulder aches in the morning, try drinking a warm glass of turmeric and honey water. If the ache returns by late afternoon, a cup of ginger tea might bring comfort. Minced garlic can be mixed into fresh salads or added to lightly stir-fried vegetables with olive oil. Anti-inflammatory spices don't come with the side effects of medication, but they do require consistency. When used daily, they can quietly transform your body from within. Your shoulder may hurt less when reaching overhead. You might no longer feel that dull ache when turning in bed, and you'll find yourself doing housework or watering plants without hesitation. Sometimes it's the little things that bring about the biggest solutions. Each spoonful of turmeric, each slice of ginger is a gentle greeting from nature to your body. A quiet reminder, I'm here to help you get through the pain gently. 6. Juicy berries. Berry good. If there's ever a day when your mood feels heavy and your shoulders feel stiff, try eating a few blueberries, strawberries, or raspberries. These small, juicy fruits not only please the palate but also serve as powerful allies for joints under inflammation, especially the shoulder joints. Berries are rich in anthocyanins, potent antioxidants that reduce inflammation, protect cells from damage, and support tissue regeneration. In cases of shoulder bursitis, cartilage and surrounding tissues often suffer from repeated inflammatory attacks. Anthocyanins help naturally interrupt this cycle. In your younger years, you may have thought of fruit as a simple dessert, but now it should be a centerpiece of your diet, not just for the flavor, but for the healing it offers. Just 1 or 2 cups of berries a day provide your body with a gentle yet effective armor against inflammation. Blueberries can be enjoyed fresh, blended into almond milk smoothies, or tossed with oats and chia seeds for a light breakfast. Strawberries go well with unsweetened yogurt, or dipped in dark chocolate, with minimal sugar, as a joyful weekend treat. Even more interesting, studies show that berries help improve memory, stabilize blood pressure, and reduce stress, factors that indirectly affect joint pain. A relaxed mind helps reduce inflammatory responses in the body, easing shoulder pain as a result. Consider every blueberry, every strawberry as a smile from nature. Eat not just for health, but to remind yourself that beauty, healing, and lightness still exist in life's smallest, simplest offerings. 7. Reducing salt and sugar. Balance is key. Sometimes it's the little things in a meal that we overlook: a pinch of salt in the soup, a spoonful of sugar in the morning coffee. But as we age, those little things become crucial, pieces of a puzzle that deeply affects shoulder joint health, especially for those living with shoulder inflammation. Salt and sugar, two very familiar seasonings, can both contribute to inflammation if consumed excessively. A salty diet causes water retention, increasing pressure on the joints and leading to swelling in the tissues around them. Excess refined sugar raises insulin levels, which in turn triggers widespread inflammatory responses and worsens joint pain. Many people believe they don't eat salty or sugary foods, but in reality, hidden salt and sugar lurk in processed foods, sauces, packaged sweets, biscuits, and soft drinks, silently making their way into your body each day. After 60, the body can no longer filter these as efficiently as before, making the effects more noticeable: shoulder pain, sluggishness, mood swings. Reducing salt and sugar doesn't mean deprivation. It simply means making wiser choices. Use: low-sodium iodized salt, season more lightly, replace white sugar with honey or mashed dates. You can also use cinnamon, ginger, or natural vanilla to add sweetness without added sugar. For savory dishes, try swapping fish sauce for low-sodium soy sauce. For sweet cravings, go for fresh fruits instead of candy. These small changes reduce overall inflammation, improve shoulder health, reduce flare-ups, and help you sleep more soundly at night. Think of adjusting salt and sugar as a way of showing care for yourself. You're telling your body, "I've lived long enough to know that less can sometimes mean more." And from that place of gentle awareness, each shoulder ache will gradually fade, making way for ease, peace, and a body that feels deeply grateful to be heard every single day. When people think of shoulder bursitis, they often picture medication, physical therapy, or even surgery. But there is a gentler, quieter way, one that begins right at the dining table. Within those familiar foods lies an intricate healing system, gifted to us by nature. Think back. Throughout this video, we've journeyed together across foods that seem so simple: omega-3 rich fatty fish, leafy greens, wholesome nuts, milk, juicy berries, traditional spices, and the mindful balance of salt and sugar. This isn't just a list of ingredients, it's a collection of trusted companions on the road to shoulder recovery. Neglecting your diet allows the pain to silently return, gradually stiffening the shoulder, reducing mobility, and dimming the joy of everyday activities. But the beautiful truth is, you can make a change, starting with what you choose to eat each day. You don't need a dramatic overhaul, just a plate with extra greens, a glass of milk instead of soda, or a few berries. For dessert, these seemingly small choices can spark a quiet revolution in your body, helping your shoulders move more freely, your sleep deepen, and your smile shine a little brighter each morning. Never believe you're too old to begin again. In fact, every age is the right age to start anew, as long as you're willing to listen and show love to your body. Because you deserve a life without pain, a life that is clear, gentle, and meaningful with every step. If you're unsure where to begin, start with your refrigerator. Choose food the way you would choose a companion. Keep what helps you feel stronger and lighter, and those things that weigh your body down, let them go gently. And if you're listening to this right now, know that you are not alone. There are so many others walking this same healing path beside you. We may never meet, but we are connected by the same belief that good health isn't some distant dream. It's within reach when we care for ourselves in the right way. If today's video was helpful to you, please hit the subscribe button on Senior Compass so that every week you'll receive a gentle whisper made just for your age and stage of life. And if there's one thing in this video you'd like to try today, share it with us in the comments. Who knows, your story may touch someone else's heart and help them begin their healing journey from this very moment. Age is just a number, but peace, that is a choice. And beauty is not in the years we've lived, but in the way we cherish ourselves each and every day.